Hey everyone, it's Laura from the blog artreallyhouse.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest candles using a crock pot. There's absolutely no dishes or anything that you have to use with this. It's very simple. And I'm also going to share some Christmas blends to put in your candles so you can make these for gifts if you want to this holiday season. I have shared beeswax candles on the YouTube channel before. It's been a very popular video, and since making those, I've also come up with another way to make them that makes it even easier, where you can use a crock pot or a slow cooker to make them. So over here I just have a few different jars. The cool thing about making your own candles is you can make them in anything. You can pick different size mason jars. You can also use any type of like container or even a coffee mug if you want to make a Christmas candle inside of a Christmas coffee mug. Really, the possibilities are endless. You can go to a thrift store or garage sales or maybe your grandma's basement and find some different fun containers to make your candles in. Now for today, I'm making mine in mason jars because I really think they turn out nice. I love the way they look in mason jars, and it's safe to burn in there. Of course, you want to make sure that your container that you're burning in is safe for fire. You know, the candle doesn't get extremely hot, but you want to be sure that the container you use is fire safe before you use it to make your candle. So for this recipe, all you need is some wax and some candle wicks, which I will link the ones that I have here below. You can use beeswax or you can use soy wax. So either one's fine. The recipe is going to be the same for whatever wax you decide to use. I do find that soy wax is a little bit softer. It burns a little bit faster than the beeswax, but either way is fine. And also, if you add in a little bit of coconut oil, that'll make your candle last a little longer and burn a little slower as well. So that coconut oil is optional. You can make this with just wax, but if you want to add in some coconut oil, I've done that in the past and it works really well. So first, all we're gonna do is we're going to fill the jars or the containers that you're using with wax. I have soy wax here, and this is just a mason jar that I keep it in because I buy it in bulk. And so I'm just gonna fill these jars up with some wax. And your wax is going to melt down when you make this. So you're gonna have to add more later, but just fill them up to the top for now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of water at the bottom of my crock pot here. Just a couple inches of water. And then we're just going to place the candles inside of your crock pot. Or really not candles, the jar of wax. And you put your lid on, and you are just going to turn this on high and let the wax melt. Now the beauty of doing it this way is that you have no dishes because the wax is melting straight into the container that you're making it in. As the wax melts, like I said, you're gonna have to add a little bit of more wax because it is going to get lower, and we want it to be about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch below the candle jar, like this one. This is one that's finished. And then once all the wax is melted, we will go on to the next step. Okay, so now that the wax is all melted in our jars, I just take them out of the crock pot, remove them from the heat. You want them to cool slightly before adding in your essential oils, but you don't want them to cool completely because we want them to still be liquid. So here's the thing about using essential oils in candles is that it takes a lot of essential oils to scent the candle. So in a 4-ounce jar, so about this size jar, you're gonna wanna do anywhere from 30 to 50 drops of essential oil to really get the scent in the candle and allow it to emit into the air whenever you're burning it. That's a lot of essential oils, and so you can stop right here and just make a candle, adding in your wick, of course, but not putting in any oils, and then you can just diffuse. Like I have a diffuser going right here, and when a diffuser, you only need like 3 to 5 drops of oil, so you can get the smell from your diffuser, still get the cozy feel of having a candle burning in your house, but without putting your oils in. So it's completely up to you. I have done it both ways. It also really depends on the brand of oils you're using. So I've had some people tell me that adding in that 30 to 50 drops was way too much, it was too strong, or I've had people tell me that they couldn't smell it at all. And so I have figured out, just with a few different testimonies and subscribers, that it does depend on the brand of oils that you're using. Some of them are not as pure as others, some of them are more concentrated, some of them have added things in there. So depending on that might also depend on the amount of oils that you put in. If you add in the oils and then you go to burn it and you don't think it's strong enough, you can just remelt your wax and add in more essential oils. But of course you can't take any out, so start with less, add more if needed. So I'm gonna do about 30 to 50 drops. And like I said, I'm going to be doing some Christmas oils in here: eucalyptus, Siberian fir, cinnamon, clove, wild orange. Those are some of my favorite oils to use around Christmas time. I did just share an essential oil diffuser blend video where I have some more blends there, and I also have some more blends on my blog. So I will link that down in the description box below so that you can see some different ideas of what to put in your candles if you want to scent these for Christmas time. These would make the best Christmas gift. You can put it in a little basket with some socks, or in a stocking with some homemade chapstick or some other type of thing, and they just make really nice little gifts. And so I'm going to add in some essential oils. Here I have Siberian fir. Siberian fir smells like a Christmas tree farm. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, especially around Christmas time. And then I'm also going to put in some cypress, and then also I'm gonna add in a little bit of cedar wood. So this is my like Christmas tree farm is what I like to call it blend. It just smells amazing. Like I said, a cinnamon, clove, wild orange smells really good together. Peppermint, wild orange, and grapefruit really smells like a Christmas candy. Okay, so we're gonna let those oils get in there. And then next you're gonna be doing your wick. Now I have these fancy little tools because I make candles a lot, where you can just like get your wick right in the middle, let it kind of sit in here, and it makes it easy to get your wick in. Now you don't have to have these. I will link the candle kit thing below that I use, but you could also use bamboo skewers or pencils or really anything to secure your wicks there in the middle. So I have done it that way as well. It works totally fine. These are just the last time that I bought wicks, these came with it, and so I find them to be pretty useful, really easy. But somehow you got to get your wicks down in your candle. You want it to be in the middle. Maybe kind of check it as it starts to dry and continue to kind of like straighten it so you have them right in the middle there. And then once your candle dries, the wick will be secure enough right there in the middle and it'll be ready to go. Also, I like to cut my wick down to be about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. If you go to light your wick and it's kind of burning crazily or it's smoking a lot, your wick might be too long, and so you can trim it down a little bit. But of course you want it to be a little bit high so you're able to light your candle. So I'm just gonna let these sit. Depending on the temperature in your home will depend on how long it takes. Usually I just let them sit overnight, and by morning they are completely done. So here are some done candles. I just think they look really nice. I love that you can make them with all natural ingredients. You don't have to put any of those synthetic or artificial fragrances in there. Even if you decide not to scent them with essential oils, you still can leave out the artificial fragrances that are in regular candles that you buy at the store that are really not good for you to breathe in. And so it's a great way to just make a natural candle and have all that cozy feel. And like I said, this recipe is so easy because now we have no dishes. Everything's just straight in here. Now, if you do have anything that has wax on it, maybe used a spoon or something, it is best to put that in some boiling water and wipe it clean with just a paper cloth. That's how is the easiest way to get wax off of any type of utensil. So that's why I love this recipe, because there's no cleanup necessary. So that's it, guys. Super, super simple. Like I said, I'll link down in the description box below some different Christmas blends if you want to put those in your candles, if you want to make these for gifts. I've also have a Christmas gift basket idea. I'll link down there some homemade sugar scrubs, chapsticks, all kinds of fun things that you can start whipping up to get some nice Christmas gifts going. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every week on essential oil education. I share lots of different natural remedies and healthy recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by our early house.